In this video quiz, I'll be discussing important key ideas that stood out to me from chapters 2, 3, and 9. Chapter 2, there's three main ethical markers. When giving a speech, you want to obtain credibility, integrity, and civility. Credibility, you want to obtain your credibility early on in your speech so people realize that you know what you're talking about. And your credibility also comes from your attitude, how you give the speech, and also how logical your speech is and how it progresses. All this obtains your credibility. There's also integrity. This is to understand what is right and wrong. You want the audience to realize that you understand this. You want to display this understanding. And then civility, which is diversity of opinion. This is for the audience and the speaker. You want to be open-minded, and if you do have questions, you want to ask them in a respectful manner. These three markers are important and can help you in your personal and professional life. Keeping things in mind, you avoid the problems of losing your credibility, losing your respect, sending the wrong message, or offending someone. Whether it be work or just any speech, you should always strive to maintain your credibility, and people will respect you and take your ideas into consideration. From chapter 3, speaking of credibility, as explained in chapter 3, you should use important aspect of critical thinking and make reliable judgments about the credibility of your claims from other speakers and your own speeches. There's something called the Argumentation and Validation Guide you can use to self-evaluate your own speeches. You can point out any logical fallacies. For example, one is called the slippery slope. This is where one bad event, your claim is that one bad event leads to more bad events, and then it just leads to disaster. You want to avoid these, especially in a professionally related speech. You want to avoid these fallacies in order to obtain your credibility. For example, if you use a slippery slope fallacy, you can falsely persuade someone that this terrible thing will happen from just one of your claims, and that is not true. Chapter 9 talks about delivering your speech. There are 4 ways to deliver your speech. One is manuscript. This was in the JFK video. You could tell it might have been written for him. He was reading as he went, but he also made it very natural, so you could tell he had practiced his speech. Also, you can do speech from memory, but you probably want to avoid that because you can easily forget something. And then impromptu speaking. This is little to no preparation. It's kind of just like winging it. You also probably want to avoid this. And the most popular, which we do in our video quizzes, is the extemporaneous. This is popular for college students and professors. There's preparation and careful consideration of what you'll be talking about. Also, it's important when delivering your speech, your voice and your body language are very important. The volume, pitch, how fast you talk, the value of your pauses, vocal variety, pronunciation, and dialect. All this will bring value to your speech. You want it to, whether it be a formal speech or if it can be a little more informal. Also, body language, you want to keep the audience's interest, make eye contact, use gestures, and also your personal appearance. If you're giving a speech of any sort, you want to be able to apply all of these things in order to keep the audience's attention. And, for example, if you're dressed inappropriately, that will distract the audience and they will get nothing out of your speech. All of these things are very important when it comes to credibility, and that is pretty much it. Thank you.